Hi everyone, we're going to start in just 1 minute. Okay, so that's 1:15. So we're going to get started. Hello everyone, I'm Donna Murray. I'm going to be your host for today's session. We've got Andy and Ryan who are going to be moderating for us. Okay, so as I said, I'm Donna Murray. I am in the Institute for Academic Development. Our email address, it looks like LAD, but it's actually supposed to be ied.students@ed.ac.uk. Andy, maybe you could add that into the chat if you don't mind. Today I'm going to be talking about getting a confident start. What I want to think about is, what's more important? Is it skills? Is it confidence? How do you get confident? How do we as a university help you get confident? So when we're talking about skills, hard skills are usually some aspect of knowledge. So something that can be assessed. So you can read a certain number of papers, you can do an experiment, you can research something. These are all hard skills. Soft skills are much harder to assess. They're often thought of as personality traits, leadership, communication skills, networking, confidence. So what I want you to have a quick think about, just have a think to yourself, write down one hard skill and one soft skill that you remember learning, when and where you learned them, and have a think about which one is proven most useful to you. I'm going to pop up a little poll so that we can have a check of what people are thinking. So there's a quick poll for you just to there's a poll, or you can write it in the chat. It's up to you. Which one's the most useful to you? Which one has proven most useful? Okay, I'm going to give you just a minute to fill that in. Okay, I'm just going to show responses. So most people are saying soft skill, quite a lot of people are saying hard skills. Different people value different things in their learning, and I think it's important for you to just think about, what do I want to get out of my experience? What do I want to walk away with? The hard skills, those are great. You are here to learn about your discipline, but also think about how you're going to get those soft skills, such as working in groups, for example. Just a quick quote from Dale Carnegie. His belief was that 15% of one's success was due to your technical knowledge, 85% is due to skill in human engineering, as he called it, to the ability to lead people, people trusting you, people liking you, people wanting to work with you. So how can the university help you gain both hard and soft skills? Because that's our job. We are here to help you learn. They can do it by things, we call them messy problems, complex issues. I want you to understand we're not giving you messy problems and complex issues because we want to trip you up or we think it's funny. It's because they are meaningful. They allow you to explore the boundaries of your knowledge and your skills and work with others and go beyond what you thought you were capable of. But most importantly, they allow mistakes, and mistakes are such an important part of learning, and they give you space to learn from those mistakes and rectify them without, dramatic consequences. And that builds up resilience of your learning. If you are allowed the space to make mistakes, you have more confidence in how you're learning. So if you are faced with messy problems that seem really complex and you don't know where to start, that's actually quite a positive thing. A lot of you will have heard of something called growth mindset. Growth mindset is a concept that people can have a way of thinking that allows them to thrive and to bounce back from things. I am not a massive fan of growth mindset purely because I feel it puts a lot of, Patricia, if you want to, oh, hand, okay. Growth mindset puts a lot of the emphasis on the individual. And I would rather talk to you about self-efficacy, because efficacy is your belief in how well you're going to do, basically. And it acknowledges that you are important in that, but also your environment. And I want you to understand the university has a part to play in making you confident and giving you self-efficacy. This is a quick quote from Gandhi. It's basically saying what you believe is what happens. So your belief becomes your thoughts, and then your words and your actions, and you end up, what happens is what you believed would happen. It's probably simpler to think of the Henry Ford quote, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. I know that sounds really harsh, but going into something thinking you can is going to be much healthier and give you a stronger start than thinking that you can't. So how do you get self-efficacy? There are 4 sources. The first one is experience. You try things yourself, you start from a different knowledge base. That's why the ability to make mistakes is really important. The second one is modeling. That's where you see other people doing it. So, you see other people doing things and you think, well, they did it, so I can do it. That's why the academic staff, the technicians, everyone who's working with you is really important, because they are modeling how to do things. The third one is social persuasion. So whether or not other people think you can do it. So that's why people like a personal tutor are really important, because they will be helping you to get that confidence academically. And the third one is your physiological state. So how you are feeling as a person. And that's why the university has a really strong focus now on well-being, because we understand that for you to be achieving what you're capable of academically, you have to be strong in terms of well-being, and we have to help you do that. So how can you build your self-efficacy? Well, there's lots of different ways, but I'm going to talk to you about one that is really easy to do and that I like. And that's setting goals. You set goals to provide motivation, to keep you going. It is another thing to achieve and tick off the list. It provides a really strong framework for your studies. Sometimes when you start higher education, it can feel a little bit amorphous and like you just can't really get a grip of it. So goals help you to set a framework around that and help you to be confident. And most importantly for me, it builds a record of your achievements. And that really helps your self-efficacy, because you can see that you've achieved and you've done really well, and actually you feel more confident about the next task. So what is a good goal? It'll be up to you. Your individual goals will be unique to you. I would say it's really important to have goals that are very specific and not too far in the distance. So, finishing your essay is not really a goal. Checking the assessment guidelines for the essay, that is a goal, and you can put in a very specific date for it. So you have to think about, a goal should really be something that you can achieve relatively quickly and will move you forward in terms of a larger project. The goal is not the overall project, it is the individual tasks within that project. So, for example, some people like to have a goal in knowledge, and it might be gaining specialist knowledge, it might be reading a certain number of papers. Some people want to develop their skills, so it might be going on a specific course as your goal. So it might be networking. So in that case, it would be making an ambition to have, met 6 people by the end of the week. And for others, it's about experience. And that might be about getting a job, it might be about volunteering, it might be about joining a society. Think about what you want to achieve. And who or what can help you achieve your goals? So can the library help you with accessing papers? Can my team in the Institute for Academic Development help you with academic writing? Think about what could hinder your progress. For a lot of students, what hinders progress is procrastination, not wanting to get started. So how are you going to get past that? Definitely think about when you want to achieve your goal by, and think about how you know you've achieved it. So what is success looking like? I'm going to leave you with a quote from Douglas Adams. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be. Higher education is a journey. You will be a different person at the end of your time with us compared to who you are now. And it's important to remember that you may be starting this thinking, I'm absolutely going to go and do this career when I finish. You might finish, you might change your mind as you progress, and that's absolutely fine. The point of higher education is for you to explore yourself, where you're going with your life, what you want to do with your life. It is a space for you to reflect. And you may end up in a very different place to where you expected to be.